Isn't this cool to see friends?
This is a man that's got some. Do you want to be a guest? We're doing a live podcast.
Yeah, you're literally on camera right now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, these people are all watching you do that.
No, we got Amanda. If you want to come share some stories.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm just here to say.
Yeah.
We'll just fuck ourselves.
We're back. I'll be honest, I still don't fully believe you, but hey, we'll take your word for it. That's some royalty-free shit, people. That's what we do.
Beyond Quota.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't hear a single goddamn word we're saying, but welcome to the live version of Beyond Quota. I'm your host, Corp, joined by, Puyon, who is the CEO of Scratchpad.
Thank you for embarrassing me.
All right, so this is Ben Gould. This is my Corp Bro co-creator. He's the guy who holds the camera a lot. I'm also I told someone I was going to eat 9 feet of fruit by the foots during this, so I'm just ignore it.
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on over there. Are those laced?
No.
No?
I haven't had fruit by the foot in a while.
Those are just, he carries those in his pockets
I
at all
know.
time. Yeah.
I do.
It's disgusting.
So,
Should I tell a sales story and get out of here?
do you want to tell a sales story?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
get a sales story.
Yeah, tell us about the SDR fight at Zenefits.
Oh, well, I feel like I already told that on this podcast.
Tell it
which-
again, but with more detail.
Tell it again. Carla, do you want to help? Should I tell that story? All right. So, in classic SDR fashion, leads are tight. Getting leads. Oh gosh, here we go. This is Carla. This is my old coworker at Zenefits, so she knows everything that went on there. Zenefits was really fun for having a lot of great holiday parties. We're at a holiday party, and then about an hour in, I remember talking to my friend Joey in facilities, and in the middle of a sentence, he just booked it past me, and apparently a fight had broken out between two 6'3" SDRs who had allegedly one had stolen inbound leads from the other, and so. Joey was a pretty solid human. He proceeded to body slam one into the wall. And the other one kind of was like, hey, I didn't start this. So it seemed like everything was calm at that point.
But then a third SDR came in because a third
It's always
one
a third.
It's always a third who had no skin in this game, not his circus or his monkey, but he decided he needed to jump in. So then what happened?
Takes 3 to tango. Well, I know then at that point, the one who started the fight, he went outside and I guess was waiting for the other SDR to come out so he could kind of finish what he had originally started. Multiple people went out to talk him down. I avoided that conversation and just left.
But then that third SDR we were talking about went outside and said, hey, you can't pick on my friend, and then punched him.
And then at that point, Joey really had to
Joey was very upset.
finish things off
Yes.
with a knee to the neck and a pin down on the ground until he cried uncle. And that was the last holiday party I think we had at Zenefits.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, great time though.
It was the last one. That is a true story.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Thank you, Carla.
Thanks, Carla.
What
She
Charles
tells
Ross,
it so much
everyone.
better than you do.
What is the takeaway from that?
I think the takeaway is that no lead is too little to
The squabble over?
yeah. If that inbound line's ringing, you better be diving across desks.
The
And,
SDRs are who we thought they were.
Yes. Hungry.
So hungry. Quite literally starving because they don't get paid shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not Scratchpad SDRs. They get paid so much money. You guys should work there.
Yeah.
You guys have SDRs?
Scratchpad's hiring.
We don't. Kind of?
Kinda.
Yeah. But yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll hire.
All right, should we bring up Amanda Most?
Yeah, we do have another guest here.
We have another special guest.
Is she actually here?
Yeah, I think she's back over there somewhere.
Amanda, she works in HR. Talent acquisition, same thing. Nope. All
Did
right.
we lose her?
Well, she's gone.
Okay. Well, she's around here somewhere. When she comes here, we'll bring her up. But
We can just throw it out to questions in the crowd here.
yeah.
Anyone have a question? I feel like, salespeople, we put them on the spot, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, salespeople don't like talking, They don't like being loud.
Questions, concerns, thoughts, anyone?
A sales story.
Yeah.
Yes. Here, come over here and talk into the mic. Yeah, well, come on down. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Do the clap sound.
Thank you. Big fan of the show. Big fan of Raj being an SC and all. But you guys had a pilot for something that came out like
that
months
piece
ago.
of shit.
It was good. It was a good pilot. You should also check it out. Is that different from what y'all are coming out with now?
Different era, totally different world.
Very cool.
So the difference is, we really didn't want to be compared to The Office in any way, shape, or form. We didn't want to be compared to Silicon Valley or Workaholics. We wanted something that was stylistically very different. You know, we shot that pilot in a mockumentary style, so which means it's 2 cameras. You kind of feel the bounce of the camera. It feels like your eyes are, there's a human standing there. They would break the fourth wall a lot. We decided, well, we didn't have the budget to do a whole bunch of different locations. So how do you make picking up the phone interesting? The answer is slow-mo. Yeah. Slow-mo and very stylistic shots. That's why it took so long. We spent one full day, 14 hours shooting one scene.
Yeah, shooting the intro scene.
Just so picking up the phone and dialing and closing deals would actually be interesting to people.
Yeah.
So
I think also the biggest difference was the other creative people that we worked with, and the director of photography. Last time I don't even think we had a director of photography, and so a lot of those art people were much better this time.
Got it.
And so I think the final product will just look a lot better. And when we first saw that first cut of the pilot, I think we were both like, oh, okay, let's just stop doing this.
let's just kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah. So
That's too far nowadays.
yeah. Hopefully. There you go. Hopefully this one's better, and it's also 8 episodes as opposed to 1. So that one didn't really have anywhere else to go after we put it out.
Yeah, so I think it'll be about 120 minutes of content when it's all said and done. Episodes 10 to 18 minutes each.
Okay. That's
So
awesome.
it's significant. That's why even though we're done shooting, we haven't seen a shot yet. We probably won't premiere. Our hope is to premiere at South by Southwest in March. Makes the most sense. Entertainment, tech, intersection. But, worst case, it'll be on YouTube, and you guys can all judge it for yourselves.
Yeah, if anyone knows anyone at South by who could get us in there.
You said you were an
that guy
SE?
does. Sweet.
Shout out to the SEs.
Shout out
right?
to the SEs.
Yeah.
Any other SEs here?
We didn't invite them.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Another one. SEs don't get a lot of love, so there you go. This is it right there.
I wouldn't have sold anything without my SE. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie to you. His name was Raj, by the way. Raj is named for my former SE at Oracle, whose name was Raj. And he's a legend. I don't know what he's doing. Probably selling cloud somewhere.
If this
It's
works,
up there now.
If this works, by the way, I could see a spin-off just on SEs.
I couldn't write it. It's far too technical
Yeah.
for me.
Where did we lose the SE? Maybe we get another writer.
He's gone
All right,
now.
He already left. Back to work.
Yeah. Actually do something with his life. Any other questions out there before we bring our guest up, who is creeping? She's coming. She's working
Curiosities, questions, commentary.
out. Personal, professional, otherwise.
Yes.
Isn't this cool to see friends?
This
doing friend stuff?
is a man that's got some. Do you want to be a guest? We're doing a live podcast.
Yeah, you're literally on camera right now. It's like, yeah. No, these people are all watching you do that.
No, we got Amanda. If you want to come share some stories.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm just here to say.
Yeah.
We'll just fuck ourselves.
No, but come back. We want to hear some of your stories. You got some good ones.
Or you want to introduce Amanda?
Amanda from HR.
Amanda from HR, come on down.
I am in sales.
Okay, so that's a good segue. Are you in sales?
Yes.
Selling what exactly?
I sell people.
Wow. She
I
said
sell,
it. Yeah.
I sell companies really great revenue talent.
So how do you know you're in sales?
I have a quota. I make commission. But yeah.
No, but the real part is rejections, right? Because that I think is the difference. The
Yes,
thing that
it's-
salespeople can do better than anybody else is take rejection.
Yes. I have thick skin. I handle rejection pretty well. But yeah.
What's your weekly crying schedule? How often?
Usually 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Rookie numbers.
How
That's
about
all right.
you? What's yours?
I don't feel anything anymore.
Oh, nice. Numb?
So yeah, very numb to most
about
things.
you?
I've gone from crying to just yelling at the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, quietly.
But you're an SDR, so you have some perspective.
I was an SDR, yes.
Can you talk about that transition from SDR to something arguably just as awful?
Yeah, but even before that, let's talk about how you even got into being an SDR.
Okay, fine.
Like, how'd you stumble your way into there?
So I fell into agency recruiting after school. They switched me over to recruit for the SaaS sales team. Was speaking to BDRs. They started talking about cold calling from beanbag chairs, beer on tap. I was wearing like a blazer with shoulder pads, like that type of corporate environment, and I couldn't believe it. So I thought cold calling can't be that hard. Let me apply it to some BDR roles in New York. Went to New York and got one.
And then?
And then cold calling was much harder than I thought it would be. And I missed the human relationship aspect of sales. Selling a product that couldn't ghost me or lie to me or change their mind just wasn't the same.
So you could argue you see a very special part of humanity, cold calling.
Yes.
So special.
No.
Really special.
I don't know. I try to forget about my 3 months of cold calling as a BDR.
So now that you are doing the recruiting thing, and I will come back to that transition, but besides like a pulse, what is the requirement to be an SDR these days? Is a pulse not matter anymore?
Definitely a pulse.
Okay.
I would say someone who just wants
Hungry,
to...
right?
Hungry.
Just wants to win.
Wants to
grind.
Doesn't mind getting...
Ninja.
Exactly. Karate chop.
Willing to throw some punches for the lead.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's still a pulse.
Yeah.
That's good.
Still a pulse. You definitely don't have to be a D1 college athlete like some hiring managers think to be an SDR.
So D3 is cool.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Definitely.
Thank God. Okay, so with that note, can now take us through the transition of going from an SDR to talent. Like, what was that like? What are the lessons that you learned from being an SDR that you took there?
Although, yeah, I think it actually really was great experience being an SDR because it allowed me to put myself in the shoes of the persona that I'm recruiting for. So really understanding their day-to-day, and then even just actually working at a SaaS company, understanding how the revenue org all works together, I felt gave me an advantage. But all the SDRs that I worked with were hitting me up like the second they saw I was a recruiter, so it definitely helped that way.
Hot inbounds.
Yeah,
So
mad
you're
inbounds.
placing SDRs? Like, how do you pitch that role to somebody? Like, what do you say?
You call it business development. You leave it at that. You don't tell them what it means.
Yeah, but maybe that's the path. But like, hey, this is going to set you up for your career, or is this? Are you honest about the pain?
Yeah, I always talk about my experience. I say it.
It really fucking sucked, but
it really freaking sucked. But keep going, and
Look where I'm at now.
Then you can be an AE or an account manager, and hopefully happy one day with a pulse.
Hopefully happy one day, but probably not.
Probably not.
What's the hardest sales role to place right now?
So hardest sales role to place.
I would say a senior SDR.
Yeah, senior SDRs. Let's talk about the layering
let's break that
on
down.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got this like inbound, and then we go to outbound, and then we go to like senior, and then we go to like team lead. How many bullshit layers of SDRs can we create before we're finally like, we should probably just like make them AEs? Because then they become associate like AEs,
Right.
which is also horseshit. And
Now-
then they get to be AEs.
Now they have the title like business development manager just to like
Right.
make it feel a little better. But we're working with a client, has to have 2 years outbound BDR experience, or they don't even want to speak to them, and they have to be okay being a BDR for 2 more years, and that's the absolute
What happened to the
hardest role.
1-year track? What happened to that?
Do you know? I don't know.
Someone tell
Anybody?
me what happened
I'm
to that?
still wondering. Yeah.
I mean,
I
we
don't
we
know.
had
A
some
lot of
SCs.
BDRs are wondering.
I'm curious. Do we have any BDRs or SDRs or seniors or I mean AD? Oh, you name. All right. Yes.
Yay,
Yes.
SDRs.
Yes. The heroes.
Does anyone? Can I ask a question?
You disgust me. I respect the hell out of you, though. Oh, there we go.
And senior SDR. Wow. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. You want to ask a question?
Does anyone think there's a difference between an SDR and a BDR? like what titles mean versus like
Or like an
compared to the
ADR or
role.
an MDR or an XDR?
Yeah. I haven't heard of XDR,
Oh,
but
it's
it's
all of them.
probably out there.
Should we ask the senior SDR?
Yeah.
What changed for you when you became a senior SDR? Did they pay you more? Oh, thank God.
Come grab.
Yay.
Not to put you on the spot, but we're going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, what changed?
They treated me a little bit poorly, more poorly.
More poorly. Rite of passage.
Like 50 more cold calls a day.
50 more?
Yeah.
Argue these layers of SDRing is a product of companies trying to keep
Yes.
people in one place, or is it the Gen Z requirement that I need to feel some sort of movement within 6 months, or else I'll cry about it?
I think they know you'll leave if you don't get promoted somehow.
And then go be an
like,
SDR
maybe
somewhere
there's
else and
no
do it all
AE
over
roles
again?
open for you, yeah. So.
But don't they end up just making like a lateral role or lateral move into like the same role?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's tough. That's tough.
Thank you.
I had a cool rejection email today.
Oh, rejection. Can I read it?
Yeah, it's just a guy from Ukraine in his outfit saying he can't talk right now because he's fighting.
Okay, this is kind of tough. He goes, "Hi, Nate. I'm protecting my country right now, and I'm not able to connect." And he is wearing a Ukrainian full army garb. So yeah, you're the asshole.
I said good luck.
Yeah, he
I
does.
didn't know what to say back.
Yeah, what did
He
you
kind
say
of looks like
back?
Tom Hanks.
Ask for a demo. Ask for 15 minutes maybe when he's back.
I really hope this is actually him. That,
Okay.
I buy it. Wow.
Well, Amanda, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hear we have a question from Floral Polo guy. Get up here. Get up here, big cat. Is that Grayson? What are we wearing right now? Okay. Okay.
Red Vanley.
Pretty
Okay.
fire.
All right, is this my mic?
Yep.
That's your mic.
All right, so my name is Josh Nutter. I work at Office Partners 360. Like,
Yep.
I've heard all the nicknames, but you know, we're all a mature crowd here, so I just want to kind of poll the audience. I want to do a live A/B test. Is that cool?
This is not a marketing conference, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can
All
A/B
right,
test.
All right, A/B test. I mean, you know, cadences. It's on the sales
Yeah,
side.
no,
It's on the
Nate's here. We can do some marketing stuff.
All right, so what's the worst possible name you could think of as my first name with a name like Nutter?
About to?
Yeah, let's improv. I like that.
Well,
Yeah,
could be a name.
yeah. So Josh is actually my middle name. My first name is Richard. It's a family tradition. So we have old Richard, big Richard, little Richard. So it's like a family tradition. So don't ask, don't tell. But like the question is, if I made an account with Richard Nutter, or, you know, Dick Nutter as my LinkedIn and everything, do you think I would get more meetings or less?
I wonder
Like
what.
that's what I want to know.
I wonder actually what would happen if you put the prefaces you just talked about with old, big, and
Yeah.
and junior maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the vote is more meetings? Like probably less qualified meetings, but
I think we've got some outbound experts here as
Your
well. I'm
rejection
looking at a
emails
few
will
of
be
them.
really fire, though. The rejections will be very fire.
Yeah.
I don't.
You'll get some
I stumped
responses.
him.
I have a
Yeah?
feeling there'll be some interesting responses.
LOL your name. Period. Unsubscribe.
all right. So next time we check in, I'm gonna do it at my next conference. Is that cool?
Yeah. What you got? Like some software to do cadences?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Something
set up a
around
new
like
user.
Schmauchmeech or like Smales
Hey, I need another license for Dick Nutter.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm actually curious.
All right.
Yeah,
bring
bring
you
the,
back.
yeah, bring the data back and let
All
us
right,
know.
all right.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to inform the crowd. You know?
Excellent.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Good luck.
Your parents are assholes. Well, you're Puyon, so you got to deal with that.
I know.
so.
I need a corporate name. Yeah, let's not go down that road. Growing up was tough. I'll be honest.
You have a question, a comment, and/or concern?
Yes.
This mic is yours.
I got no questions.
You got no questions. So,
You got a question for me?
what would you say you do here?
Like the girl before, I recruit go-to-market talent, but I never started as a SDR. I went right into AE. It was a enterprise AE at Marketo. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Big-
Doesn't private equity company own them now?
Some
So
some
they're not growing anymore.
Adobe.
Oh,
Small company.
oh.
Yeah.
So
like,
no, not
like
growing
LinkedIn.
anymore.
Really
Got it.
small.
Okay, so you're in the talent space. What percentage of the people standing before us? Okay, how about we raise our hands? Raise your hand if your company fired people to this year. Don't lie. Yeah, one truth teller. You're all liars, and I know. Yeah. Pretty much everyone here fired someone this year.
Is anybody looking for a job? Can we help you?
Come hit them up after. Don't raise your hand because they'll know.
That would be awkward.
But how is it recruiting right now when nobody's doing that?
We work with a lot of like Series B, C that just got a bunch of funding.
Right, so they're ready to burn that shit.
They're ready to
They
burn
don't care.
it.
They're ready to overscale.
It's like
Let's
a vicious
overscale.
cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
It's an absolute vicious
Yeah.
cycle. We've had a lot of clients pause or fire, but then we have some that are, when I say
They
some,
reduce in force.
Right.
Right. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And I manage people too, and sell, and SDR.
Right.
It sucks. My life sucks.
You got all the painful.
That sounds awful. So how do you manage your people? Because I'm assuming you have an army of
3,
recruiters.
4 salespeople, and then like 6 recruiters.
And so what do you tell them? How do you get them to stay motivated when everything just kind of sucks?
Just dangle money in front of them.
Yeah.
Snacks, Friday lunches, let them work remote.
Unlimited PTO.
Unlimited PTO.
Sick. Yeah.
Talk about the President's Club trip that's happening eventually.
But then you cancel the last second because COVID.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
So anything you can do, right? I mean, it's you're pulling tricks out of your hat, like you had said.
It sounds like just throwing money at problems.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing the stories with us.
man.
Really appreciate it.
Talent acquisition sounds awesome.
Do we have one more SDR here that wanted to maybe share some stories? Stories from the trenches. All right. We got it. We got an SDR. Thank you.
We got a live one.
A live one with real stories. All right.
Thank you.
Hi.
All right.
Tell the people who are you?
My name is Ashley. So actually my title is BDR.
Did you start as one of the other DRs and then go to this DR? Or just land
I
in
was
this?
an SDR, but I moved companies and I'm a BDR now.
Oh. Are your parents proud?
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, they love that. They love what you do.
I love
so
what I
so
do
what
too.
are you selling?
So Dick Nutter is my he's my coworker.
Oh, good.
So say it same as him.
Okay.
Outsourcing.
And so what led you into this world of BDR, SDR? What mistakes did you make to get here?
Let's see. I think I just had no idea what I was doing, and I knew I wanted to be in sales.
Yeah. Someone said you can make 6 figures. That was a lie.
And you'd be happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's your way in.
Just ended up here.
So what are the lessons you've learned so far? How long have you been doing it? And then what are some of the lessons?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like I was like an SDR, BDR before it was a thing, like an actual
Before it was
title,
sick,
I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. So years,
Years.
like 4 years.
And what have we
I don't
learned?
know.
What have we learned from this?
We've learned.
What wisdom can you instill on the other DRs out there so that maybe they're not as sad?
Just, yeah. Selling is
that's
dope.
it.
Never stop selling. But I don't know. Just like you guys were talking about the story of
Yeah.
people punching each other over leads. You look ridiculous. Stop that. People do that all the time.
Yeah. Hard OSDRs.
Yeah.
They're out. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's
I've
a
worked
tou-
with some.
Do you want to be an AE one day? When you grow up?
Well, yeah. I want to move up.
Yeah. Well, some people don't.
Oh, your manager's here, right? Do you know
No,
this?
yeah.
What's it going to take?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Gotta
she can't
generate
close deals if
opportunities.
she's...
I'll generate the opportunity. He'll shut them.
Right.
Close them.
Okay.
Well,
Some things never change.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing your stories.
Of
Really
course.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ben, do we have anyone else? We got one more, and then we're gonna play with fire, and we're gonna bring Aaron on here. He's got some stories.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is McKenna. I'm from the company HG Insights. Those are my coworkers.
What kind of insights do you guys do?
So we're a market and account intelligence provider. So we collect and surface. There's 4 pillars of our data set. So
Sounds fire, honestly.
I think so too.
Yeah. Not every company has 4 pillars, so that's pretty lucky for you guys. And so what is your role?
I am an SDR. I'm
You're
a
an
team
SDR.
lead on the SDR team.
SDRs over here too? AE?
More?
One on the left, and then on the right is an AE.
Do you feel like maybe you're like coming up on that, I don't know, like promotion, kind of like interviewing, I don't know.
We're getting there.
Yeah? We feel confident about it?
Yeah.
Is your manager here?
He is not here, but he's going to see the video because I'm
Oh,
being
it's-
filmed. So hi, Ian and Christian and everyone else.
I was going to ask for some real commentary on your manager, but I guess not now.
Oh, I love him. He's a great manager.
How many dials? How many dials do you have to make?
Our team expectation versus what we actually do is a bit different. I think minimum expectation is around 50. I think most of us are hitting around the 75 to 100 mark a day.
Shit.
Yeah.
Overachievers. Your reps must love you.
I'm
Do they?
trying to support my AEs.
What percentage of your org hit quota?
Yearly quota.
Yearly quota.
Oh,
for
so
the-
okay, so
the
we
AE
haven't been there
team.
to see. What percentage of people are pacing towards quota? Well, if we have a really big Q4, I'm just saying, like we could really pull this, we could right the ship. It's gonna be a big Q4. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, always.
What's your least favorite quarter to prospect in?
Ooh, this is my first year as an SDR, so I haven't done all 4 yet.
Oh.
So I don't really have an answer for you.
That's actually very fair.
Yeah.
And of course, we ask everyone, how did you find your way into being an SDR? Was this a long time dream?
I
A
had
stumble?
it was a I don't know what it was. I had quite a few friends, working in the Bay as SDRs.
Yeah.
Figured it was, something that aligned with what I'd be good at, and 9 months later, here I am. Something that I'm kind of good at.
So what do you wish? What do you wish you were doing?
I honestly don't want. I like what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I want
no,
to be
for sure,
an AE,
totally, yeah,
so I
totally.
guess I'd rather be an AE one day.
I think we should stop the recording so we get some real answers.
Yeah, for sure. But what if,
Ian,
what if
you got it. You got the content. We're good.
What if money was not an issue? What if you didn't need to eat food to be alive?
Oh.
What would you like to be doing? And you can't say nothing.
I don't know. Maybe I don't eat food. I was gonna say maybe a food critic. I feel like
Well,
that'd be
okay,
kinda
food
fun.
critic counts. I'm just saying you didn't need to afford food, so you wouldn't need money.
But I don't know. Sales is fun. What's wrong with sales? Maybe be you. Maybe I'll be the next corporate
See, this is
gal.
an SDR who has not been through it
Now
yet.
been through it. Ross,
See,
we,
no,
we,
it's so
need, we
fun.
need to come back. Maybe we revisit after
Next year, she's gonna come back. She's like, this fucking
just
shit,
weathered.
man.
Unreal. No way.
Let me tell you about Q4, dog.
Oh yeah. Looking forward
I think
to
we
it.
should do this. We have a couple we need to revisit. Let's see the data on the A/B test, and maybe in a quarter or two, let's
All right.
revisit and see.
Just come back in tears next year.
We'll see what Ian says, and then.
Yeah, let us know. Thanks for
right,
thanks
yeah.
so
Thanks
much
for
for coming
joining
up.
us. Yeah. Huh? You gonna join us?
Come on down.
What's up, dude? I'm a huge fan.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Pick up that mic. Let's get a little intro.
Hey, everyone. My name's Julio Ponce. That's not the right title. Don't say it.
It takes guts getting up here with
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Ross. I've watched him start doing his videos on LinkedIn, and me and my coworker Magic over there, Michael Martinez. It would
Magic.
start off our mornings with sadness, literally. Like, just remind ourselves sales are dope. Never ever stop selling.
It's the gospel.
And then all the great pitches you got, we would practice them in the conference rooms and be like, how can we utilize that to like get connected with the CEO or something? And
Has it ever worked?
Yeah. Actually, one of the ones that you posted on Instagram a long time ago, that was, hey, or dear so and so, I haven't heard back from you.
Oh, the
from any of my
breakup
emails.
email.
Yeah, the breakup email. That one actually works a lot.
It does.
It's right when it's about to get to contract signing and you
And they
feel
go
like,
dark.
Yeah, they tell you they're sold. They want to review it. All of a sudden, 3 weeks, a month goes by, and you're like, okay, what just happened? I thought this was in the bag. Then all of a sudden you send that. They're like, oh, I've been so busy. I'm so sorry. And then all of a sudden you get a contract signed. So that one definitely has worked. And a lot of people on our team use
And
it too.
my Venmo is corporate-bro.
I've sent you stuff for the coffee cup. I've bought the hat.
No, I know you have.
I've done it all, man.
But that is a legit breakup email. If
Yeah,
you want
can
to
you
find
share
it,
it?
it's
Can you
on
share it
my
with
it's on
people?
my IG. So,
Can
yeah,
you just-
I
can
do.
you
It's
talk us through it?
it's a story highlight on IG. Or otherwise, just DM me and then I'll send you the story highlight on IG because you
Yeah.
can't find it yourselves. So
Yeah.
it does work really well. It's not going to guarantee you a yes, but it will get a response.
Yep.
There's some psychology in there. It's whatever. You guys wouldn't get it, but it does work.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it's persuasion.
Yeah. So I heard earlier you guys were asking about SDR. So I came up as an SDR, made my way up. Q4
How
is
long?
by.
How
I
long?
was.
How long were you in the trenches?
With Agora for 2 years. Before that, I was doing infrastructure. I was doing internet sales, and that was kind of you got to surface your own leads. You got to do the whole process. So I was there for about a year. But it's tough. But it teaches you. I don't know. I feel like it teaches you a lot about really how to navigate the sales cycle and how to connect with people, how to personalize and kind of remove the sales aspect of it to where you're not sounding like a cheesy salesman. You actually are coming from a place of help.
Yeah.
It's helped me out a lot. I mean, it's been a struggle. Q4 is probably my one quarter that's the one that I dislike the most because there's 2 months where you don't hear from anybody. And then you're like, crap, now I'm going to get the boot because I didn't hit my numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you consistently hear, though. You think about most roles and, marketing, you can ask Ross here. He knows a lot about that. But anyone that's an SDR, they're like, you learn a lot. You don't hear it was really fulfilling. Like,
So rewarding.
It's so rewarding. I love the people I work with. You're always like, man, learned a lot.
I went through it.
Yeah, I went through
I
it.
saw some shit.
I mean, it builds some character. Like it puts that tenacity into it for you. Like if you're gonna go into it, you gotta have that hunger. You gotta have that dog in you to go get it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be somewhere else in 6 months. It's just the truth of it. So immerse yourself in that experience, I would say, and take every day as it comes because it's gonna be a roller coaster. But at the end of it, what is it ultimately that you're trying to achieve? Just like anything else, So if it's leading you to something better, I think it's worth it.
So just survive.
Yeah, just survive. Yeah.
Don't make a lateral jump and do it for another year for no reason, you idiots. Stupid if you do that. Seriously, don't do that. That's dumb.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
I
guys.
really
Thank you.
appreciate it. And thanks for sharing your stories.
Yeah, man.
Get here.
Yeah, there are people that are hiring.
Say
here.
all the nice things about me again, but in the mic.
I'm a big fan of Corporate Bow. My name is Jared Arpa.
That's not important. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I've been a BDR for a company out here in San Mateo for the past 6 months.
But if anybody's hiring,
I'm a seasoned tech professional on LinkedIn.
He's hungry as shit.
And very hungry. My name is Jared. Your SDR in your skits is named Jared, and my name is actually Jared. And I remember that.
Are you freaking serious, dude?
I'm Jared.
No fucking shit, dog. What's good, dude?
Yeah, that's so cool.
If you have any fire call scripts or whatever, just send it my way, dog.
Can I get a quick selfie?
Now seems like the perfect time. Let's do it.
Awesome, man.
Hey, he'll go for the close for sure. He'll ask the hard questions.
I'm here with Corporate Bow.
Oh, we're doing a video. Okay.
Okay. All right, just one selfie real quick.
Okay, but nobody watch.
Hey, thank you, man. Of course.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Connect with everyone, and then just throw Hail Marys out there. It'll happen for you.
I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Keep doing
The
you,
Jews,
man.
we do the other one. But
All right.
you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, last one.
All right, I think
Last one.
We got
and then
last
it's
one.
drinking time. Hey, Aaron.
You coming up?
We got the intro. We got the music. for
We know
you.
you got.
Lear
Manny.
here at
Manny,
Scratch
you're a
Pad,
salesman.
salesman.
Manny, proud Manny.
Manny, yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Leader.
Leader.
Go on. Sorry.
So some of my stories are really around, I've managed teams of salespeople. Most of where I've been at, I've managed teams that I'm literally the youngest person on my entire team. So there's some stories where I get on calls and we were getting on Zoom calls and I'm with my oldest rep. She's, I think, 78. And we're talking with...
Can you just tell us everything about her real quick?
78. Yeah, she's old.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did she sell when the dinosaurs were on Earth? What was she selling? Where did she...
She was selling paper scanning.
Paper scanning. Sick.
I'm envisioning somebody that speaks very few words but has the highest close rate out
She
of
would
anybody.
send people cookies in the mail.
Because she's Gam Gam. She's like
Yes.
sales
She
Gam Gam.
knows what's
She
up.
is.
Fuck yeah.
Like, they loved her. Yes. So she brings me in, and they're like, who's the 12-year-old with you? He's like, I need to talk to somebody that's been there before. Like, did you just hire your grandson?
She's been there. She was selling through World War II.
So just live in that world of being in management, but your team twice your age, who could be my mother or father.
So how do you get her to respect you?
At the end of the day,
I'm asking for a friend.
To get their respect, it's all about being able to support them. At the end of the day, if you support your team, my background's a sales engineer. I supported my sales team.
Shout out to the SEs. We got another one. Anyone
Not
else?
enough chocolate chips. You run down the bar, you get the chocolate chips.
Eventually you want to get paid, so you get out of it.
Right,
But,
of course.
That's where we end up.
All right, so how about like a horrible rejection, a miserable call, horrible rejection, a deal gone awry? Anything memorable like that? Horrifying war story.
I would say, I don't know if anyone's ever had this happen, but like when I was selling, big deals, the minor language in the contract mattered. And so we were down to like the end of the third quarter. It's, it's probably 8 o'clock at night. We have this deal. We're like, all right, we got the contract signed. Well, in your contracts in different industries, the language dictates how much recognized revenue you can recognize for the company. We missed 3 words in that contract that turned it from a 5-year deal worth $800,000 to a 1-year deal for $200,000. So thinking you have it all the way in, you get it in, you get the contract, operations looks at it, and they're like, sorry, we can only count $200,000. And then we missed our quarter.
How much commission did you lose? More importantly, fuck the company. How much money did you lose?
That was a good $25,000.
So is that legal's fault or is that actually sales ops' fault?
Sales ops.
What's rev ops?
Hold on. Do we have any sales ops here?
Or rev ops, if
Or
that's
rev
what you're
ops?
calling yourself
Any
now?
ops?
What is rev ops?
No.
A nicer name for sales ops.
Yeah.
A more
Wow,
important.
No representation. Okay.
Right. No representation.
Or maybe nobody that wants to step up. It's fine. We can talk
fine,
after
your
the
sales
mics
ops.
are off.
We
if
know
you want
your
to come
sales
up.
ops.
That'd be another good one at some point, to bring all the rev ops people in here and have them bitch about salespeople.
Yeah, all 8 of them. Yeah.
Because
All right.
they're lazy. You know that.
Yeah. Sales reps work really hard. And we're not lazy at
Aaron,
all.
thank you for joining
Yes.
us. And thank you all for
Thanks for
listening
joining
to
us on this live episode of Beyond Quota. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Beyond